Welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's coverage of the 3A-5 District Basketball Tournament. Live from the campus of Two Rivers High School in Ola, Arkansas. We're glad to have you along with us for today's broadcast. Today's game on the Arkansas Sports Network is being brought to you by the Arkansas Army National Guard, by Razor Polish, by Arvest Bank, by Farm Credit of Western Arkansas, and by H&R Block. Now, let's send it out to the gym for all of the action.
All right, welcome back here to Two Rivers as we get ready for Game 2 of Day 2 at the 3A-5 District Tournament, and this is a boys' game, and we've been anticipating a good one here today between the 4 and the 5. It is Jessieville and Perryville. I'm Shane Martin along with Duran Miller, and I didn't know that Atkins and Dover would ever work together. I had to throw that out there.
Yeah, me and Bill Harshaw have done it a few times, but it's pretty interesting. So we got the play-by-play for Dover, the play-by-play for Atkins, mixing it up. This ought to be a lot of fun, Shane.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I think it'll be a really good game.
I'm really excited about watching these two teams meet up. You might have the best scorer in all the league, and Noah Fudge for Jessieville with the green shoes fixing to jump. And then over for Perryville, you got Tyler Givens, number 15. He's one of the best post players in the league.
And we're getting ready for action here, as it's going to be Easton Walker jumping against Noah Fudge. And we're underway, and it is controlled by the Lions, and that's Devin Carl, and he gets it to Fudge right off the bat. That's Baker with it. Up top now, Fudge has it. Kicks it over to Goodwin. Back to Fudge, and he lets that thing fly from downtown. A little bit long, but it is rebounded by Belletti, and Belletti's going to throw it away.
Yeah, Fudge a little nerves on that first shot because he's going to nail plenty of those.
Well, he saw that girls game, and he thought, well, let me get in on this.
Right.
And here comes Perryville now with it. Up top is Mason Rowland, and he kicks it over to Tate Jones. Jones kicks it in to Leach, now to Walker. Rowland backs it out as the Lions have opened up in man-to-man. Givens has it now on the wing. Givens looking inside, gets it to Walker. Back to Rowland, back up top to Jones. Jones trying to penetrate, and we're going to have a foul right off the bat.
Yeah, it looks like a zone defense they're running. Jessieville is trying to keep the key to Perryville's offense. They love to get the ball, kind of like we saw Slayton for Baptist in that last game. They love to get the ball inside, let him kind of distribute from the high post area. They're going to try to keep that from happening tonight.
Jones has it up top. Jones kicks it over to Givens. Givens, free throw line extended. Nothing, no post move for him. Now he kicks it back up top to Jones. Now baseline, Walker. Walker in the corner. Gets it to Leach. Leach quickly over Jones. Wide open three-point attempt is no good. Givens runs down the offensive board. Jones is going to let it try again. No good. And we're going to have over the back on Walker.
Yeah, Walker getting a start as of recently. Him and Cade Spinks, number 2, kind of go back and forth. Cade Spinks, a really good player for Jessieville as well. Or for Perryville, I should say.
Right.
He made that play yesterday at half court, falling down, threw it up to his teammate for a wide-open layup. It was a pretty impressive play.
Here comes Noah Fudge with it. Now he's going to hand it off to Luke Baker. Baker setting the offense to Belletti. Belletti gets it to Fudge in the corner, and we're going to have a foul on Tate Jones. So right off the bat here, the officials have calling this thing a little bit tight right here in the first couple of minutes.
They might have got winded in that girls' game. And they were like, this is the boys now. We
We'll
better
slow
blow some
down.
whistles early on.
Here's a three from the corner, and it's good by Matthew Goodwin. Farm Credit three-point basket. Goodwin rolling as there's a press now by the Lions, and quickly down the floor they get it to Givens. Givens goes up. Shot is no good, and he battles for the board. It'll go out of bounds and stay with the Mustangs.
Yeah, it's a rare miss. When Givens gets that deep in the lane, it's usually money. So I know he patted himself on the chest saying, that's my bad.
Yep.
He wants it back.
Givens now a little high-low, gets it rolling. Rolling, hands it off to Leach. Leach's shot no good. Here's the tip out by Walker. Jones gets it. Givens looking for something. Now he kicks it back up top to Rowland. And Fudge gets his hands on it, almost steals it, but Rowland runs it down. Givens now to Leach. And Leach just throws it away as he tried to feed Givens, but led him a little bit too far. So it's
Spinks checking in.
3-0 right now, and at this point in game one, we had 17 points on the board.
Right.
Here is Baker with it now. Baker kicks it over to Goodwin. Goodwin back to Belletti. Baker up top. They're trying to get it to Fudge. Now Fudge has it. Back to Baker. Inside. Belletti now. Baker. And Baker's going to have it stolen. Spinks almost got it, but Fudge runs it down. And here's a three, and it is no good by Luke Baker and rebounded by Tyler Givens.
Decent ball movement that time by Jessieville. Couldn't get the three to fall. He got a good look.
Tate Jones with it. Tate. And we're going to have a legal screen call. And that's going to be on Tyler Givens.
3 team fouls already on Perryville.
Perryville still looking for their first bucket. It is 3-0 Lions. Here's Belletti with it. Belletti back up top to Baker. Baker and Belletti playing catch up top. Now they kick it over to Futch on the wing. Nothing for him. Now they kick it over to Goodwin. Baker. And we're going to have a tip pass, but it was recovered by the Lions. Futch has it now on the wing. And they get it inside to Isaiah Taylor. Shot is no good. Futch with the board. He gets it on the tip out. Goes up. Finger roll no good. He gets his own board, and he'll draw the foul.
He's a stud. Just going to work down there. Several offensive putbacks right there. Now he's going to get rewarded with a chance to earn 2 at the free throw strap.
Noah Futch will be at the line. 2 H&R Block free throws here. 3:59 left in the first. 3-0 Lions. First free throw is no good.
And that was on Tyler Givens, and he's got 2 quick fouls.
That is
huge.
big. That is big. That takes out your inside presence.
Right. And Jessieville doesn't really have anybody to match him up, just really man-to-man.
Futch's second is good. So Futch hits 1 out of 2, makes this 4-0. And here's the press by the Lions. Quickly down the floor, Walker gets it to Jones. Jones, free throw line, jump shot, no good. And Taylor fighting for it for the Lions, and the ball's on the ground. We've got a scramble, and we're going to have a jump ball. No, we're going to get a timeout by the Lions. Coach White. And he'll get a 30-second break. With that, we'll take a break. You're watching the 3A-5 tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network. Back here at Two Rivers, 3A-5 district tournament. Game 2, it's the 4 seed Jessieville and the 5 seed Perryville. And buckets are hard to come by here so far in the first, and it's just 4-0 Jessieville. Baker comes across the timeline. As Perryville is facing a big dilemma here in the first, as their big man inside, Gibbons, is sitting on the bench with 2 fouls.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long Wesley Kuhn keeps him on the bench, if he's going to keep him over there the whole first half or if he lets him come back in, trust him a little bit.
Well, Belletti tried to do his Euro steps, and he's going to get bailed out with a foul right there.
That's 2 on Tate Jones, 2
Wow.
of the top players.
Well, the Mustangs are getting in foul trouble. Uh-oh.
They're going to call that one on Taylor.
Right. Taylor's going to pick up the foul here. 3:24 left, and it'll be Mustangs' ball. Spinks trying to get it in, gets it into Jones. Lyons staying with that press. Spinks comes down the sideline with it, and he gets all the way down to the block, and he dumps it off, and the shot was no good by Leach. But loose ball, Leach comes back with it. Shot is no good. And Goodwin comes out of there with it, gets it off to Fudge. Fudge trying to make something happen. He's cut off, and he'll throw it back up top to Goodwin. Now Fudge drives baseline and swatted out of bounds by Spinks.
Yeah, Fudge was pulling a few things out of his bag of tricks there. That first time he faked the crossover to left hand and brought it back to his side. Then he reversed it, and then Spinks said, I had enough of that.
They get it in to Belletti, and Spinks looked clean up here, but they saw something down there.
He's getting his second block in a matter of about 5 seconds.
Yeah. And that's going to put Belletti at the line. So 16 fouls here in the first on Perryville. And the first free throw by Belletti is no good. He'll have one more H&R block free throw here. Four to nothing. Jessieville leading Perryville. And second one is good. Make it 5-0. 2:55 left in the first. Jones throws it cross court to Rowland. Now he gets it to Walker. Back to Spinks. Down on the block, Leach, and count it. Leach gets it to roll in, and he'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play opportunity.
Yesterday, Tate Jones hasn't got on the board yet for Perryville. He led the Mustangs with 25 points in that one. They need him. Rowland is a guy that really stretches it, and they need some of those guys to start getting some looks at the bucket and getting some to fall in.
Well, there's a big offensive rebound on the missed free throw, and Walker skied up, and he was fouled on his stick back. And that one's going to be on Devin Carl. So Walker will be at the line for 2 H&R free throws. First one, no good. Boy, Perryville is having a tough time here in the first. Walker will have one more. 2:40 left here in the first. 5-2.
Yep, 16 fouls on Perryville. I mean, we're going to be in a bonus if it's
right.
at the 2-minute mark. We don't watch it here. The first period.
Misses them both. Futch with the board. Futch off and running. And thought about the three, but now pulls it back, and now he penetrates, and he shuffled those feet.
Yeah, that's a good call right there by the referee. He might have got away with one right before that as well, but they definitely saw that one. When you wear bright green shoes like that, that's another thing. I can remember Jerry Jones talking about he didn't like how some of their guys wore those white gloves because they get pass interference
right.
for the Cowboys.
They break the press, a little bit of trouble with it, but they break it, and Rowland now he's in trouble and almost has it stolen, but Tate Jones has it.
But you know that you're pretty good if the coach lets you wear a color that's not even in your team's mecca of colors.
Yeah,
right?
Nowhere in the spectrum. Here's a three by Rowland. It's good. Farm credit basket. 3-point basket. Mason Rowland.
That's Perryville offense right there.
And we're tied at 5. Futch comes down with it, kicks it over. The good one. Futch, deep three, no good. And it was rebounded by Bradley Dodge, but knocked out of bounds by Rowland. So it will be inbounded by the Lions on the baseline. And they get it up top to Spencer Morrow. Morrow has it back to Futch. Futch is going to pull it out. Minute and a half left here in the first. Goodwin. Now they kick it in, Belletti. And Belletti loses it as Jones just ripped it away from him. And they get it over. No, I'm sorry, that was rolling now to Jones. Walker has it on the block. He doesn't have anything. They get it back to Walker on the block. He goes up, fade away, good. And after what a sluggish start, Mustangs have taken the lead.
That was a nice play right there by Walker to fight through that contact, kind of fading away after the bump and get that one to fall. A nice touch.
Here's a three in the corner, and it is good by Matthew Goodwin. Farm Credit three-point basket.
Everybody knows Noah Futch is the man for Jessieville, but they got some shooters like Matthew Goodwin, and they like to spread it out, kick it out to him, and that's what they did right there. Jessieville's got to run him off. Perryville's got to run him off their spots.
So it looks like Perryville's going to set it up. 30 seconds left here in the first. Jones has it. 8-7 lead for the Lions. Jones trying to penetrate. Kicks it out. Spinks. Rolling. Now here's Walker. Kicks it out. Spinks. Back to Walker. Walker. He's got it on the wing. Now to Rowland. As we're down to 10 seconds. Spinks has it. You better start making your way towards the goal. Now Jones gets by everybody. Free throw line, jump shot, good. Nice offensive move there by Tate Jones to end the first quarter, and that gives Perryville a 9-8 lead here at the end of the first. You're watching the 3A-5 district tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Sunset Awning in Russellville has been family-owned and operated since 2004, servicing Arkansas from Little Rock to Fort Smith and Fayetteville to Hot Springs areas. Sunset Awning specializes in custom-made awnings and canopies for your residential and commercial needs. Whether it be cloth, metal, or even designing your own logo on your awning, Sunset Awning will take care of you. Say goodbye to high utility bills. Visit our website at sunsetawnings.org or give us a call at 479-968-7026 and schedule a free estimate today.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Back here at Two Rivers High School, get ready to start quarter number 2 of game 2. It is Perryville and Jessieville boys, and Perryville with a 1-point lead. Rowland kicks it over to Spinks. Now Rowland trying to penetrate, now kicks it out to Jones as he didn't have anything. Perryville being really patient on this possession right now. Rowland kicks it out. Spinks has got a shot at the top. No good. And goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs.
Yeah, right now the Farm Credit of Western Arkansas three-point update. Perryville is 1 of 5. And Jessieville is 2 of 4 from the three-point line. Matthew Goodwin with both threes for Jessieville.
Spinks has it, feeds Jones. Jones back to Walker in the corner. Walker kicks it up top. Spinks loses the handle on it but runs it down. And he's going to get pushed out there at the top by Belletti. And Coach White takes him out and brings in Spencer Morrow. So Spinks will inbound. Gets it to Jones. Jones kicks it to Spinks. Spinks gets to the free throw line. Trying to back his way in. He's cut off. Gets it to Walker. Easton Walker drives in. Shot is no good, but he'll draw the foul.
Yep, he'll shoot 2. We'll give you an H&R block free throw update as we're at it. Perryville, we're showing 0 for 3 from the free throw strop, and Jessieville is only 2 of 5. Perryville have a chance to get their first one now, though.
First free throw by Walker is good. 10-8, Perryville leads. He'll have one more, as that foul was on Isaiah Taylor. Second one is good.
Walker 2 for 4 now.
Quickly in the corner now, back up top, and here is Morrow. Gets it to Futch. He lets it fly. It's short. Rebounded by Tate Jones. Futch is still looking for his offense. Rowland gets to the free throw line. Jumper is no good. Rebounded by Futch. Futch is off and running. Going to go all the way down the block. Layup is no good, but he'll draw a foul. And that's going to put the foul on Cade Spinks, his second. So that's 3 now for the Mustangs with 2. Futch's first free throw is good. Futch's free throw is brought to you by H&R Block. He'll have one more.
Pretty slow start for Futch so far.
Oh, it is.
Gets that second one.
And good. Gets the bounce.
Yeah, he's only got 3 points, and they're all from the free throw line. A guy that probably leads the conference in points.
Well, here's a foul as they got the pass down to Leach, and the foul's going to be on Hunter Pye. So as you spoke about in the first quarter, we're in the 1-1 now for this whole second.
Yeah, both teams. Man, definitely blowing the whistle a little bit more often than this one.
And the free throw is no good, and it is rebounded by Hunter Pye. This is definitely going to throw off their hour-and-a-half time limit for each game. Baker has it, and he gets it to Futch. Futch, he's going to look for something now. Redirecting people. Gets it in the corner, and here's a 3, and it is good by Spencer Morrow. Farm Credit three-point basket, Spencer Morrow. Rowland to Jones. Jones and almost throws it away, but Spinks runs it down, but they're going to call him for a little stutter right there.
Yeah, it was kind of tough because he really didn't have a good possession. He was trying to crawl it back into his hand,
And Coach Kuhn was saying that,
right.
Juggling. He said, you didn't have it.
Yeah,
and Morrow's going to let it fly again. And
Spinks, that's his third, I believe. It is. And 3 free throws. That's big.
Morrow will be at the line for 3 H&R Block free throws. 5:43 left in the first half. It's a 2-point lead for the Jessieville Lions. First one is good.
Never foul a three-point shooter. You just hit one. He comes down and you foul him. Get him a chance to get these free ones.
Fans, we invite you to stay tuned for Game 3 here today, and we're expecting a barn burner. It's the Polk County rival, and it's the Atkins Lady Red Devils and the Dover Lady Pirates. Bill's getting his 2 in.
Maybe y'all can even it out today. Right.
We're gonna
Big game, though.
It is.
A regional punching that ticket.
And we've got a foul on that rebound, so we're going to go down to this end and shoot free throws. And that foul.
This second period is going to take forever.
That foul was on Luke Baker. That's his second. And that's going to put Leach at the line, and he'll hit his first one. He'll get one more. Yeah, with the Atkins-Dover people up here, we're going to have to remove all sharp objects and, And here's the offensive board and the stick back. Sawyer Thessing. And he'll have a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Second foul on number 22. That's Hunter Pine.
So we're tied at 14, and Thessing will have a free throw.
Yeah, those rivalry games get kind of rough sometimes. Dover has one senior, and there's a little bit of a backstory there where she's got 2 concussions, and they both were in that game. And I'm not sure if she's going to play today or not. Kind of waiting to see on that. I don't think she is, but I haven't heard officially.
Here's Futch with it tomorrow. Futch looking, trying to penetrate, and now he's going to pull it back out. Kicks it over to Goodwin. Futch lets that thing fly from downtown, and it is no good. And battling underneath his pie, and he gets the stick back. 16-15, Lions lead the Mustangs. They break the press. Walker has it, and now he gets it over to Jones. In the corner now is Leach. Back up top to Jones. Over to Rowland. Rowland lets that thing fly, and it's going to be short and go out of bounds and goes to the lines.
Yeah, the Jessieville defense got a little bit scrambled there, but Perryville didn't make them pay for it.
We expected this game to be tight. We expected it to be close, but I don't think we saw this fashion of a game.
Slow it down. And that 5 overtime game, which took about 4 hours, it seems like, down at Jessieville this year when Dover went down there and lost in 5 OTs, it was kind of like this. Real slow it down. Jessieville was running clock a lot and kind of has that feel to it right now. More fouls, though.
Right. Futch with it at the top. Gets a screen and block. Going to get the block call there on Rowland.
Rowland, trying to remember. I know he got in foul trouble yesterday. Did he actually foul out late in the game? I think he did. But I know he had 4 on him late in the game.
Well, that's his first here. 4:35 left. And Noah Futch will be at the line for the Lions. His first H&R block free throw is good. He'll have one more.
Perryville's doing a great job on him. He still doesn't have a field goal.
17-15, one more, and it is no good. And that board is going to be a jump ball as Leach and Gass tied it up. Isaac Gass is in the game now for the Lions. And here he is with the ball. Quickly over to Goodwin. And there's a turnover. Unforced error there.
Jessieville thinks Rowland poked that one out of bounds.
Uh-oh.
They're going to confer on it. Looks like they're going to overturn it.
Wow. What instant replay booth did they go to?
Right. I thought he hit it too,
right.
But I was surprised in the call.
Futch has it up top. 17-15, Lions lead the Mustangs. Here's almost a 3 as Goodwin thought about it, and he throws it across the side to Morrow. Now inside. Wow, what a block by Leach on Devin Carl.
Yeah, Leach showed off a little bit yesterday. He's got an ability to get up. He's got a good verticality to him.
Jones gets all the way in the lane. Shot no good. Gets his offensive board and draws the foul on the stick back attempt. So that's going to be on Matthew Goodwin, his first. And that's going to be Tate Jones at the line. And his first one is no good. He'll have one more H&R block free throw.
Yeah, and Perryville's going to shoot 2 from the rest of this half. 4 minutes to go.
Wow. Second free throw, good. 17-16 now. Jessieville leads by 1. Morrow gets it to Futch. Futch. Now to Morrow, back up top. Futch looking. Gets it to Gass. Inside to Morrow, quickly out to Goodwin. His 3 is no good. Rebounded by Leach. Jones has it. Jones to Rowland. 3.5 left here in the first half. Rowland. Now to Leach in the corner. Back up top to Rowland. Jones. Over to Rowland. Rowland, he's going to let it fly, and it is good. Farm Credit 3-point basket, Mason Rowland.
It's his second three. He's heating up a little bit.
Fudge gets all the way down the lane. The floater's no good, and it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the lines. Wow.
Yep, still hasn't made a field goal. Noah Futch. And if you would have told me before this game he doesn't have a field goal with 2:50 to go in the first half, I would have said I bet Perryville's got a pretty good lead.
Right. Here's the three by Goodwin, and it's good. Goodwin is keeping them in it.
He's got 3 big threes.
3 threes for Goodwin, and that puts them up by 1. Walker has it on the baseline. 2.5 left here in the first half. Yeah, if not, your best, one of the best offensive players, if not the best. And there's a bucket by Walker. Walker will go the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Second time Walker's looked like a man, taking some contact and still having the strength to get it up and in. Big-time play right there.
Walker's free throw is no good, off the back. Rebounded by Gass. 21-20 Mustangs. Here's the three by Morrow. Spencer Morrow from downtown.
His second three, that one barely touched the net.
Farm Credit three-point basket, Spencer Morrow. Jones penetrates free throw line. Jump shot is no good, in and out. Rebounded by Morrow. 23-21 Jessieville. Jessieville trying to push the pace. Now it pulls up at the free throw line. Here's Gass. And they're going to let it go out of bounds. It'll stay with the lines. Here's Futch. Futch still looking for that first field goal.
Bradley Dodge getting ready to check in at the scorer's table.
Minute and a half left in the first half. And Morrow, and that is a bad pass, and Jones was right there to receive it. And they're going to call Jones for double dribble. I've got glasses on, but I did not.
He shuffled his feet like he was trying to get set up because
he knew Futch
was trailing, trying to get a good angle on it. But I didn't see the double dribble. Now, maybe there was some type of carry in there, but I definitely didn't see a double dribble.
I missed that one. Futch all the way down the lane, layup good. There's the player we've been looking for.
That's how you split some of the defenders and show off your athleticism.
I mean, he glided.
It look easy, don't he?
He just glided.
Like a deer.
And there's the pressure by the lines. It'll stay with the Mustangs. 1:03 left in the first half, and it's Lions by 4. Well, he's held him out for almost the whole first half here, and he puts Givens back in here with 1 minute. Givens now. Thessing. Rowland has it. We're under a minute.
Yep, Tristan Givens right here.
Rowland goes all the way to the rim, and his layup's no good. Futch all the way down to the block, and he shuffled.
Yep, that was an easy one to see right there. He tried to turn around and kick it back out, and that momentum carried him.
Damian Harbin is checked in now for the Lions.
Got a late substitution. Tate Jones trying to get back in the game. See who he's coming in for. Yep, they're going to make him wait now.
So here's Givens with it. Givens gets it across the timeline. Gets it off to Thessing. Now to Rowland.
30
Leach.
on the clock.
Rowland and Leach just playing catch right now.
Coach Kuhn wants them to get something going here.
Rowland, we're down to 15 seconds. Now Leach kicks it in the corner to Walker. Walker gets in the free throw lane. And here he is. Three-pointer by Leach is no good.
Going to get a, believe it's going to be a foul on number 23 who just checked in the game.
That was Damian Harbin. So that's going to put Tyler Givens at the line. They give that to Dodge?
Yes.
Okay. So it'll be Dodge's first.
That's one of the reasons Coach puts them back in there with 2 fouls, trying to trust them. It was kind of kept them out the whole time until that last minute, but looks like it's going to pay off a little bit here. Gets that first free throw.
Belletti checks back in for the Lions. Harbin will go to the bench, and Givens will have one more.
Yeah, and that was his first point of this game. He's basically been on the bench the whole time.
In and out on the next one. 25-22, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Futch lets it fly at the buzzer, and it's no good. And that's going to bring it into the first half here in Game 2. It is Jessieville 25, Perryville 22. You're watching 3A-5 District Tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Gen Z is a stalled generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
think. All right, we're back here at Two Rivers High School, and it is halftime of Game 2 between the Jessieville Lions and the Perryville Mustangs, and it is Jessieville 25, Perryville 22.
Yeah, we got a Farm Credit of Western Arkansas three-point update for Jessieville. They are 5 of 10 from the three-point line. When Noah Futch was really kind of struggling, that's where it kept him in the game and kept him getting this lead right now. Goodwin with 3 threes, 2 for Spencer Morrow. Over for Perryville, they are 2 of 7 from three-point land. And overall, Perryville is shooting 32% from the floor, and Jessieville is shooting, trying to find it here, there it is, 43% from the floor. And for our H&R Block free throw update, 6 of 13 is Jessieville from the free throw stripe, so they've left some points on the board there. And Perryville, though, only 5 of 14, so they're doing even worse in that aspect.
You know, we talked about it in the first half. We even talked about it in Game 1. You probably had the best offensive player in the conference out here, and 1 field goal. We'd have never dreamed that.
Less than 2 minutes left when he hit that one. And, yeah, he has 6 points at half. The rest of them come from the free throw line. And we definitely – the first time I did Dover in Jessieville, that 5 overtime game, he had 38. Then they come up to Dover for the second one, and they moved the ball better. That was their best game of the season probably. They were just dynamic. But he still went off, and he had like 20-something points.
All right, we're underway here in the third quarter. Mustangs start out with the possession, and it's going to be Rowland at the top. Three-pointer's good. That's the way you want to start the second half. Three-pointer at the top. Farm Credit, three-point basket, and we're tied at 25.
Great early possession. Rowland was wide open.
Here's Futch with it. And I'm going to have a hard time concentrating as Brad Caldwell sitting in front of me eating.
Brought hospitality barbecue in front of us. Baked beans. And, man, I'm trying not to breathe through my nose right now.
Here's Goodwin with it. Kicks it over to Futch. Futch back to Goodwin.
You notice he didn't bring our plate.
No. They kick it over now. Goodwin back to Futch. They're keeping everything up top right now.
You know barbecue over in Yale County is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Might have some gator in there even.
Futch, boy, Jessieville being really patient on this opening possession. Now they get it inside Belletti. Belletti has it swat by Gibbons. Tate Jones comes away with it. Kind of a lethargic opening possession there for the Lions, and the Mustangs were able to come away with it. Here's a quick little basket attempt there by Jones. No good.
Gibbons got to be careful not going over the back. He could have got that third foul picked up.
Here's Futch trying to make something happen. His jumper from the wing, no good. Tate Jones with the board. Tate brings it down. Jones kicks it. He lost it as he was going to kick it out. And we're going to – Coach Coons, he's trying to get the tip, and he wins. So it will stay with the Mustangs as Rowland will inbounds underneath. The goal gets it up top to Jones. Jones at the top of the key now as he's got a little pressure now. Rowland thought about it. Now he goes back to Jones. Now they kick it over to Leach. And that's one of those fouls, if you're a coach, you're like, why?
Yeah, and what Perryville loves to do offensively is they love to get Givens up in the high post, and they love guys to cut in baseline. And what Jessieville's doing is they're running a 2-3 zone most of this night, and they're just packing it in. And it's making them have to hit these three-point shots. And
there's a steal by Futch, and Rowland's going to pick up the foul.
Second foul on Rowland.
So we're tied at 25 here in the third. Game 2 of the district tournament. It's been what we expected. It's been tight as we had an outstanding game in Game 1, and the Perryville Lady Mustangs punched their ticket to Lamar next week in the regional. Belletti kicks it over to Baker. Futch from downtown, in and out, no good.
Yeah, that was way deep. I got a feeling, though, if he sees one of those go in from three, it'll kind of pick his game up a little bit. He'll start getting more confident, getting a rhythm.
But we also have to look at a factor, too. Is there going to be a force factor? Is he going to start forcing things?
Right.
Walker gets it inside, and he will draw the foul.
Yeah, and you could have seen that just then because he had two men on him, and he's 25 foot from the basket forcing that three out.
You know, a scorer like that, if he's not falling, he's going to – some of them have tendencies, I'm going to start forcing things and start taking bad shots. Walker misses his first free throw. He'll have one more H&R block free throw.
Yeah, I was about to say he's 2 of 6 from the line so far. He's struggled tonight.
Walker's second is no good. Boy, Perryville is leaving a lot of points at the charity stripe.
They are now 5 of 16.
Wow. Coach Kuhn would die if he knew that. I'm sure he does know it.
Yeah.
Here's Goodwin with it. Goodwin gets it inside to Carl. Carl goes up. He's going to have that shot blocked by Walker, but they're going to get Walker with the body call. And that's going to put Devin Carl at the line. Carl's first free throw is in and out. No good. He'll have one more H&R block free throw attempt.
Both teams really struggling. Carl got that left-handed stroke. See if he does better on this second shot.
And no, comes off. It was flat. Walker with the board. Gibbons has it now. Gets it up to Tate Jones. Jones to Walker. Tate trying to penetrate. Kicks it out to Rowland now. Rowland looking for somebody.
That's where you got Gibbons in that high post. That's kind of where they want to get the ball. But they're kind of stagnant right now. Nobody's really cutting.
Nope. Walker's going to take the three from the corner, and it's good. Easton Walker with the three. Farm credit three-point basket. Easton Walker.
2 threes in this second half for Perryville, keeping them in the game.
Fudge all the way down the lane. Going to have that shot blocked by Walker. It'll stay with the lines. You know, to me, that's a baseball name, Easton Walker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a baseball. We're going to have a timeout here. 28-25, Perryville leads Jessieville, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout. With that, we'll take a break. You're watching 3A-5 tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network. Back here at Two Rivers, Arkansas, Two Rivers High School. There is no Two Rivers, Arkansas. It is 28-25. Perryville leads Jessieville here in the third quarter of Game 2 of the 3A-5 District Tournament. Day 2. This is the day tickets are punched. Futch tries to get in there. Good defense by Gibbons. And they get the foul call, and it's going to go over to the Mustangs. Tyler Gibbons with some good inside defense right there on Futch.
Yeah, he really denied that pass down low Futch was trying to make.
Here's the press by Jessieville. Leach down the sideline to Gibbons. Back to Leach.
Jessieville does come trapping that corner.
Gibbons gets inside, little hop step, and bucket good. Nice move by the big man. 30-25, biggest lead for either team right now. 3.5 left here in the third. Carl has it up top to Futch. Futch from way downtown. It's no good. And it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the lines. And you almost got to start looking. That's just kind of forced.
Yep. Perryville's doing a great job in this little zone defense they're running. And just really, really keeping, you can't really set screens or anything in this, in the way they set up that zone for him to kind of get off a little pick and roll action. And it's just tough on him. Got to move that ball. That's what you got to do to get some crevices in this defense and cut.
Morrow gets it to Belletti. Belletti goes up, and he's going to draw the foul. Belletti as Jessieville's attacking the inside, and that's going to be the third foul on Easton Walker.
Yeah, Noah Futch right now, 1 of 11 from the field.
Never thought it. Oh, I mean, it's one of those days.
It's a J.D. Note kind of game at times.
And he has that Note mentality. He's going to keep firing.
Oh, yeah. He might be 1 from 11. He could finish this thing up 7 of 25.
Yeah.
You never know, 7 of 20.
Well, they missed both free throws, and we're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Lions. Here's the inbounds, and they get it to Goodwin. Morrow has it. Futch has it now. Futch trying to penetrate. Gets in the lane, draws the foul.
Yeah, and he was really trying to kind of force the contact there, trying to separate between those two guys. If they could have not fouled, I mean, I don't know if he had anywhere to go.
No, he kind of got bailed out with that call because here's Futch underneath on the block. Bucket good. So Futch gets his second bucket of the night, cuts it to a 3-point deficit.
Powers that one up. Just the first points of this half.
Right.
Jessieville.
And now we're going to have a foul, and that's going to be on Matthew Goodwin as it bailed out. They had Perryville in a trap over there, but Goodwin is going to bail them out with a foul, and that's his third. So the Mustangs will inbound on the side. Jones gets it to Thessing. Back to Jones. Jones is going to set up the offense. Gets it to Gibbons. Gibbons has got his back to the basket. Now he's going to try to back his way in. Gibbons goes up. Bucket good. That's just a good, powerful, big man move.
Yes, sir. And he's one of the only guys like that in the conference. He's just a really good post player.
Yeah, he's got good techniques, good, it's just sound.
Back to the basket kind of
right.
moves. There's not a lot of those left around. Baptist Prep has a big man that has some game kind of like that.
Here's a steal now by the Mustangs. Got their hand on it. Rowland comes away with it. 32-27 as we near the 2-minute mark here in the third. And, Jones had the right idea, but he just threw it a little bit too high on Gibbons.
Well, that zone just shrunk into the lane right there, and Gibbons would have been wide open, but just too wide.
So
Tied the biggest lead.
Goodwin has checked out, and Isaiah Taylor has now checked back in for the Lions. Baker with it up top. Belletti now back to Baker.
Only movement is just at the high post. They've got to get it to Morrow when he gets in there.
Right, they're big.
Make that defense shift around.
Now Futch has got it. Baseline jumper. He draws the foul. He was like a kid being let in a candy store. He was sitting there shoveling his feet going, give it to me, give it to me.
Right. Yeah. If Perryville could stop fouling, they're really helping Jessieville keep this game as close as it is right now.
32-27, Futch at the line for 2 H&R block free throws. First one is good.
But when you're a guy as talented as he is, you're going to draw a lot of fouls. People trying to keep you from blow behind him. And he makes that first one.
Noah Futch, second one is no good. Rolls off, and Gibbons comes down with the board. Minute and a half left here in the third. Mustangs lead by 4, and there's a turnover now as the Lions come away with it. Futch has it now. He runs it down in the corner, and we're going to have a foul on the Mustangs.
It's going to be team foul number 6. So one more after this, they'll be back in that bonus again.
It's going to be like the first half. We had one quarter we're okay with, and then now we're going to suffer in the last quarter. And the bucket is no good and comes away to Rowland.
6:24, and a good chance we're going to be behind on this 7 o'clock game.
Right. Jones gets it to Gibbons. Gibbons back to the basket. Now he's going to face up. Kicks it back to Jones. Jones trying to find an alley, but he can't. Rowland now has it. Ooh, Rowland careless with that pass to Gibbons, and that is an unforced error right there.
Gibbons gave it all he had to try to save it, but the ball was on the black when he touched it.
Tyler Gibbons.
So only 3 points this half for this third period for Jessieville with 33 seconds left, and they're only down 4.
We expected a tight game, but boy, we just did not picture this kind of tight game.
One of those 5 overtimes games at Dover or at Jessieville this year, there was no points in one of the overtimes. 0-0.
Wow. So Jessieville is content to play for one here as they're letting it run down. They're getting close to the 10-second mark. Now Baker kicks it into Taylor, back to Baker. Baker, and we're down to 5 seconds. They're way out of there. Futch is now going to get it off, and it is no good. And that's going to bring it into the third quarter. Mustangs hold that lead. It is 32-28, Perryville over Jessieville. You're watching 3A-5 District Tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers.
As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Gen Z is a stall generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
We're back at Two Rivers High School as we get ready to start the fourth quarter here of Game 2 between the Jessieville Lions and the Perryville Mustangs, the 4 seed and the 5 seed. And it's been back and forth, nip and tuck. Perryville's kind of held that lead a little bit more than Jessieville has, but it was Perryville holding the lead there in the third. And we're ready to start the fourth quarter, and it will be Mustang ball. Jones trying to penetrate, gets it off to Rowland. Now to Walker. Walker. Jones, deep three is no good. Air ball, and Futch comes out with him. Futch is taking off running. Futch all the way, has it blocked by Leach at the goal, and it goes over to the Mustangs. Nice defensive effort by Leach.
Farm Credit of Western Arkansas 3-point update after the end of the third, and including that missed 3 just a moment ago. Perryville is 3 of 9 from the 3-point stripe. And Jessieville is 5 of 12 from three-point land. H&R free throw update, 7 of 18 at the free throw line for Jessieville and 5 of 16 for Perryville.
Well, they went to timeout, so we'll just stay right here as we were going through the stuff. And the free throws are going to be the key to this game, and both teams have been absolutely horrible.
Right. Call them free for a reason, but you couldn't tell it in this one, that's for sure. Whoever starts to kind of hit these in this fourth period might be the difference in the game, might put that final separation between these two teams. Or for Jessieville, might give them the lead back. We're going to look at the bracket real quick, 3A-5. The winner of this one is going to move up against Baptist Prep tomorrow. And then later on in the nightcaps tonight, Dover and Lamar. They're going to get Mayflower, whoever wins that one.
Mustangs break the press easily, and Jones goes coast to coast, but he misses the layup. And Taylor gets the board for the Lions. Jones went coast to coast, and he couldn't hit it. And there's a nice little layup attempt by Morrow, and he doesn't make it. Taylor's follow-up, and he'll draw the foul.
Yeah, it was a really nice step through by Morrow. Couldn't get it to fall. But Taylor working hard on the glass.
So it's going to put Taylor at the line for 2 free throws, 2 H&R block free throws.
4 fouls by Walker. He's one of those big guys down low for Perryville that got the start tonight.
Taylor's first free throw is good. Fans, we invite you to stick around. Game 3 will be following this one. They want it started around 7 o'clock. Not sure if it'll happen. But anyway, we're expecting a good one. Polk County rivals, Atkins Lady Red Devils, Dover Lady Pirates. Taylor hits them both. 32-30 now. Perryville's lead cut to 2. Rowland on the far sideline with it. Gets it to Jones. Jones, now he gets it to Rowland. They break the press. And Leach try to get it inside, but Taylor knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs.
So it was a little bit of a 3-0 run here. It was 32-27. Jessieville doing their best to get this lead back.
Givens, free throw line. Givens trying to back his way in, kicks it out. Spinks, three-pointer is no good, rebounded by Futch.
That was closer to what a traditional Perryville offense looks like. Get into Givens, kick out for an open 3.
And that pass goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Lions. Coach Kuhn is highly upset on that one. Lions will inbounds, and they get it up top. Morrow back over to Baker. Now Futch has it. Baker over to Morrow. Baker penetrates, floater down the lane, and he walks.
I guess they calling the gather step right now. I'm not sure. I thought it was too clean.
I did too.
Two clean steps on that one.
I mean, got it in, and I didn't see anything to make me think travel. Perryville trying to get across the timeline. Rowland's got himself in trouble. Now Spinks back to Rowland. Oh, now they get it to Givens on the far side. Givens goes in. Count it. Tyler Givens with the power move, and he'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
He's got 7 and a chance to get 8 right here, and that was a nice play. Nice dribble, set himself up. Back to 4.
Tyler Givens will be at the line for his H&R block free throw attempt, and it is good.
He shoots the flattest free throw you'll ever see, but he makes them at a pretty good clip usually. Just 2 for 3 tonight.
Futch has it up top. Futch kicks it over. Here's Taylor shooting a 3, and it's no good. I don't think that was what Coach White wanted.
No.
And we're going to have a foul on the lines. Spencer Morrow picks up the foul. So we are 1 foul away on the bonus for Jessieville. And we got a kick ball. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Perryville is in the bonus now for the rest of the game.
This is the 3rd time Perryville's had a 5-point lead, the biggest lead of the game.
And there's a turnover right there, and I know that's going to drive Coach Kuhn crazy for the Mustangs. You're up 5, and you just got to take care of the ball.
We're up. Spinks got into a carry there. Good ones. If they can penetrate and get this defense to sag in, he can get in that corner like he has it right now.
Here's Taylor with it on the block. Taylor, nice pass. Belletti layup, good, and he's going to get fouled on it. Belletti will go to the line and attempt the old-fashioned three-point play.
And Spinks just picks up, should be in his, that's his 4th. So him and him and Walker both with 4 fouls.
So that's going to put Belletti at the line for his H&R block free throw attempt, and it is no good. Rebounded by Givens.
He is 1 for 4 from the line so far tonight. 1 for 5, from the line tonight.
Mustangs lead by 3. Here's Tate Jones with it. Rowland. Thessing now gets it in. Givens backs his way in. Are they going to count it? You betcha. Givens backs his way in.
Taylor just got caught up that time, had his back to him, and he just worked against him. And
Taylor's wanting an explanation out there, but all I've got to say is, son, you're going against a man out there, and he knows how to.
He was laying on him.
Yeah.
It's that old heavyweight move right there, just kind of lean on you.
And the free throw attempt is no good, but Mustangs are up 5. Here's Putch quickly down the floor. 3 in the corner by Morrow is no good, and are you kidding me?
Morrow getting fouled on that three-point shot again.
And that's Gibbons picking up that foul.
Last time, so Morrow hit a big three earlier in the second period. And then they come down and fouled him right after that. He was only able to make 1 out of 3, though. So let's see if he does better this time.
Morrow will have 3 H&R block free throws, and there's that first one. He gets it.
Yep, last time he made the first one as well. Has a chance to cut this to a 2-point game.
Second one good. Morrow with one more. And his third's good. Hits them all 3. 5:21 left, and it is now a 2-point ball game.
And they are 5 of 6 from the line. Jessieville is in this fourth period.
And that's your money period. That's where you want to be at your best at it.
Boy, they
wow.
Passing open right on the free throw line.
What a save by Rowland, though. And they get it to Leach. Jones in the corner now to Gibbons. Gibbons back to Jones.
He can try to post up Taylor right now. Taylor does a good job that time.
Taylor, I saw him shaking his head going, no.
There it is.
Gibbons kicks it out. Jones, 3 ball is no good.
Good offense. Got a good look that time.
Yeah, he did. Gibbons hustled for it with Taylor, and Perryville will keep it.
Wow. That's a big play. That's why you run.
You're two big men hustling for the corner.
Look like Corliss Williamson out there hustling up and down the court.
Yeah.
One of the best runners ever for a big guy.
Jones. Here's the handoff. And Jones is going to have it stripped, but then Gibbons gets it back. Now Gibbons loses it. Morrow is off and running. Morrow's got 3-on-1 dishes, and they're going to get him for the travel.
Oh, wow. Jessieville fans are losing their minds right now.
Wow. Goodwin had an easy bucket right there.
Yeah. That's going to haunt them if they end up losing this game. That play right there.
Could have tied this ball game up, but we get the travel call. So here's Jones with it. Back up top. Jones now. Leach. Corner Thessing. 3-pointer, no good. And they're running it down, and ball is going everywhere, and it is going to be.
He don't know.
He don't know. And we're going Jessieville.
He didn't want to make that call.
Happened right in front of him, too.
I know. Coach Kuhn not happy with this one.
No. But his Mustangs are, they're being careless with the ball this quarter. Good one in the corner with it. Taylor inside on the block. Taylor, wow, I thought if that thing goes in, forced it up. Belletti. And now it's like a hot potato.
Granny shot pass.
Taylor now feeds Belletti. Belletti, count it.
Wow.
Belletti hits the bucket and draws the foul.
Belletti is 1 for 5 from the free throw stripe. Can he go 2 for 6? Give his team the lead.
3.5 left in the game, and we're tied at 37. Belletti at the line for an H&R block free throw. And it is no good. It was short, and he's going to get called for over the line because he knew it was no good, and he took off running.
Yeah, and it's double bonus time for the rest of the way for Jessieville. 16%. Oh, that Belletti is, yes. 1 for 7. 1 for 6, sorry.
We're going to have timeout by the Mustangs. Coach Kuhn wants to talk about it. It's going to be a full one. So with that, we'll take a break. Tied at 37, you're watching 3A-5 District Tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network. Back here at the 3A-5 district tournament in Two Rivers, we're tied at 37, 3:27 left in the contest, and things are heating up out here. Fans are getting a little bit more rowdy, and tension's getting high.
Yeah, definitely ended up being a barn burner here at the end.
Yep.
Didn't look that way the whole time.
It's going to be who hits the free throws. That's all it is down to this one. Rowland got it to Leach. Now to Thessing. Thessing over to Jones. Jones. Perryville being really patient right now. Thessing brings it out to Rowland. Rowland. Now to Tate Jones. Tate Jones will come up to the top. Jones hands off to Thessing.
We'll see if Noah Fudge as well can make a big play right here defensively.
Here's a bounce pass to Jones. He's cut off. He brings it out. Rowland's going to let that three fly. No good. Leach with the stick back, and it's good. What a stick back by Leach.
Daniel Leach got that vertical, showing it off right there. That was a big-time offensive rebound and putback.
And now Jessieville wants a timeout, and it's going to be a full. So with that, we'll take a break. You're watching 3A-5 District Tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Farm Credit supports rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services in good times and bad. We provide loans to farmers and ranchers, farmer-owned cooperatives, rural homebuyers, agribusinesses, and rural infrastructure providers. As cooperatives, we're locally owned and governed. We help agricultural producers feed the world. For America's farmers, Farm Credit supporting rural communities and agriculture. Learn more today.
Gen Z is a stalled generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Back here at Two Rivers, 3A-5 District Tournament, Game 2, Day 2. Somebody's ticket's going to get punched here in the final 2:29, and it's 39-37, Perryville leading Jessieville. They get it into Taylor at the block, and that is blocked by Leach.
He just took too much time getting that off. He was wide open.
Easy look. Big stand there by the Mustangs.
Leach, back-to-back huge plays, one on each end.
Tate Jones with it up top as we're hitting the 2-minute warning here. Thessing. Oh, Thessing was careless, and here's our man. Futch all the way, layup good.
That's what I'm talking about. Those superior athletes, they make a big play on the defensive side late in the game. Tie ball game.
Under 2 left now. Oh, Jones has put himself in no man's land. And, boy, he got lucky right there as he got it to Thessing. Thessing's going to draw the foul. Thessing went into attack mode and drew the foul.
It's going to be a 1-and-1. Fourth foul on number 35.
That's Isaiah
Taylor.
Yeah, their big man. Thessing will be at the line. H&R block free throws. First one is good. He'll have one more.
He's 2 of 2 at the line tonight so far. One of the only ones. Perfect.
Yeah.
Might be the only one.
Second one is good. Well, he probably feels a little pressure with that because he's Coach Coon's nephew.
Yeah. There's a couple Thessings on this team.
Yeah.
They're brothers?
Yeah.
Okay. Brody, the other one.
Yeah. Here's Futch. Futch gets it to Morrow, back up top to Futch, and we are getting close to that minute mark. 2-point lead for the Mustangs. Morrow drives baseline, kicks it out. Good one. Three-pointer is no good, and it's rebounded by Rowland.
Well, if you want someone other than Futch taking that shot, it's going to be number 5 there, Matthew Goodwin. He's got 3 threes tonight.
And there's a foul on Futch right there. So with 58 seconds left, here it is. This is what free throws, this is what you practice for at the end of the day. When the coach says shoot 100, and the first one is good. He'll have one more H&R Block free throw. Rolling second, good. It's a 4-point, and there's a steal by Jones, and his shot was no good, and no foul called. Futch goes all the way, and Futch draws the foul.
Back and forth action right there.
Boy, Tate Jones almost made a big play right there and couldn't get it. So that's going to be on Leach, his fourth. And that's going to put Futch at the line. First one is no good. He'll have one more H&R Block free throw.
Wow. Unbelievable. He's had just an atrocious night at the line.
Second is in and out, no good. Missed them both. Thessing with the board.
4-point lead, 44 seconds to go.
Givens brings it down. Givens. And they're being pressured now, and Coach Kuhn wants a timeout. So with that, we're going to see what he called, and it's going to be a full timeout. With that, we'll take a break. You're watching 3A-5 District Tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network. Back here at Two Rivers High School, 37 seconds left in the contest. It's a 4-point lead for the Perryville Mustangs. And we were just talking during that break. The story for Jessieville is horrendous free throw shooting.
Yeah, they started to do a little better early on in that fourth period, but those two big ones right there missed by Futch. He's 5 of 10 from the line tonight, free throw line. He's one of your better shooters in the league.
I mean, one of the best offensive players.
Yep, the H&R Block update for Jessieville is 12 of 25 from the free throw stripe.
So if you shoot 70%, you're winning this game.
Right. Yep, 43-39.
Oh, there's almost a steal by Pye. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Perryville looking to be the first school to get boys and girls in the regional. Well, I say that. Lamar's got both theirs already.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Their boys got to play y'all.
Right, that's true. Who else is in there? Yeah, that's right. Mayflowers. There's the other one. There's going to be a foul there, and it'll on the Mustangs, and that's going to be on Leach, and he is fouled out. The former Russellville quarterback out of the game,
Landon Leach.
A great name. 4-point advantage. Futch with another opportunity to get it closer. And we want to let you know that we're going to have Adam Johnston on the sideline with the winning coach and whoever he selects to be his players of the game right after this game concludes.
First free throw, no good, and that is Hunter Pye at the line.
Pye at the line. I thought I saw Futch there. I apologize. Another missed free throw. One free throw makes it a one-possession game.
Yeah. But they're having a hard time getting that one. And that one's not going good. But here's a rebound by Belletti, and it is swatted by Walker. And it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Lions. I'm telling you right now, he probably don't get much credit, but Easton Walker has done a great job inside here tonight.
And he's been playing with several fouls here late in the game, doing a good job.
Here's a Futch from 45 feet. Is no good, and that's going to be rebounded by Jones, and they'll go to the line on the other end.
Yeah, that was from Ola for sure.
Yeah.
Superette down there.
Well, wait a minute. Where is it? The Ola Cola Dairy Bar. It's not there no more. That's going to put Tate Jones at the line, and that foul was on Matthew Goodwin. That's his fourth. You got to think if he hits two, we're still a two-possession game. And no good.
Perryville ain't been much better from the line. Honestly, they might be worse. We'll get the H&R Block update for Perryville here in just a moment.
Second one is good. Now it's 44-39. And there's a foul on Spinks.
Coach Kuhn not happy with that foul.
Well, I
need in it.
I have to agree with him. There is no sense in that. And Spinks just fouled out.
Yep. Perryville's got two. Well, Spinks is basically their sixth man. Leach is fouled out. Walker's got four. You know, if somehow there's a miracle that happens in the last 13.7 seconds and they get this overtime, it's not going to bode well for Perryville.
No, I was just sitting here thinking that, and I know that's what first free throw's good. Coach Kuhn, that's got to be in the back of his head. He's lost two good players right now on the bench.
That 5 overtime game this year of Jessieville and Dover, Luke Baker didn't have a point till the 5th overtime. Then he had like 7. And he just got his first free throw. Can't get that one to go.
Belletti is going to get called for the travel as he went for the rebound. And it's one of those things that he falls down and you're in no man's land after that. And very rarely are you going to get any kind of call to benefit you. And we're going to have a timeout as Coach Kuhn was worried. And so it's going to be a full timeout. With that, we'll take a break. You're watching 3A-5 District Tournament on the Arkansas Sports Network. Two Rivers High School, 11 seconds left in the contest. It's 44-40 Perryville over Jessieville. And once again, I'd like to remind you, stick around after this one. Adam will be talking to the winning coach and his MVPs of the game. And then we will have you ready for Game 3. Atkins Lady Red Devils, Dover Lady Pirates.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. All day these games have been fun, really competitive, and I don't expect anything different in the next two. Got a big stack here by Perryville.
Givens trying to get it inbounds. Now he does. Jones, and Jones will be fouled by Futch.
Jones is 1 of 4 from the line tonight. I got him 2 for 4 actually. Yeah, I got Jones 2 for 4 from the line. So see if he can. And no matter what he does, it's still going to be 2 possessions, but 10.8 on the clock.
Tate Jones, H&R Block free throws. First one is no good. Both teams have been like, no, you take it, no, you take it. You know, I mean, we're going to miss free throws.
Right.
Jones will have one more. Perryville has dropped everybody else back. 10 seconds left. Jones is second, in and out, no good. Don't foul if you're Perryville. And here's a 3, and it is no good. And here's the stick back is no good by Goodwin. And it goes out of bounds, and the Mustangs have clinched their regional berth. The Perryville Mustangs will move on to Lamar next week and face Baptist Prep tomorrow with a 44-40 win over Jessieville.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to have Adam right down here with the winning coach and player of the game right after this break.
All right, we're back here at Two Rivers High School as these boys' game just concluded. It was the Perryville Mustangs punching their ticket to the regional at Lamar next week, and they'll play Baptist Prep tomorrow. And we're going to turn it over now to Adam and the winning coach, Coach Wesley Kuhn, and his MVPs.
All right, Adam, you ready? All right, we're going to go down to Adam right now.
All right, I'm here with Coach Wesley Kuhn, Tate Jones, and Tyler Givens. This is a hard-fought battle tonight. Talk about your team's performance.
Man, a lot of heart tonight. A lot of heart from our ones that step up big time for us. Our most consistent two really led our team tonight and just played with tremendous heart, tremendous grit, and I couldn't be more proud of them tonight. They earned something they hadn't been to in their careers, and it's awesome. I'm happy for them.
No doubt. Noah Fudge, one of the best players in the conference. You guys were able to limit his offensive touches and his points tonight. Talk about your game plan against him and how it worked tonight.
So first game, we let him get 16 over there real quick in the first quarter. Next time we played him, he got 15 in the first half and completely shut him down in the second half. So it was just, we knew every time he touched the ball, he dribbles, we're double team, we got an eye on him. Every time we weren't going to let him beat us. And tonight, 0 and 5, I think 0 and 5, maybe 0 and 2, both stepped up tonight for them. So tough team over there. Coach White does a good job, but yeah, Fudge is one of the best kids in this conference. And we played him real tough, and I'm proud of my kids. They listened, they executed what I told them, and they did a good job.
Phenomenal job on him tonight. Only had 11 points. Tate, you're the leader of this team. Talk about your team's resolve towards the end and just being able to stay cool, calm, and collected.
We were just trying to slow it down. They were really pressuring us up, trying to slow down, make the easy passes, not turn the ball over, get the ball inside the big man, let him do his thing.
Tyler, you had some early foul trouble in the game. You missed most of the first half. Talk about what you did in that fourth quarter. You had a couple and ones, big defensive rebounds. Talk about your performance tonight.
We knew coming in this game it was going to be all the way to the end. And I thought our guys played real well. I got out the first half, and we had a lot of guys step up that we needed to.
Well, great job from both of you guys tonight. Congrats, Coach Kuhn. And you guys are going to the regionals.
Yes, sir. That's what we wanted, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Back to you guys up top.
All right, Adam, appreciate that sideline report there with the winning coach, Coach Wesley Kuhn. And congratulations to the Mustangs as they punch their ticket and go on to Lamar next week in the regional. All right, we're going to take
We're going to give you one last update on the H&R Block free throws. 9 of 23 is what Perryville ended up from the free throw stripe. From the three-point line, the Farm Credit West Arkansas three-point line, they were only 3 of 8. And we're tabulating the Jessieville stats as we speak. Jessieville, 13 of 28 from the floor overall, 5 of 16 from three-point land, and only, let's see, what was that free throw, 13 of 28? Yeah, free throw, 13 of 28, 5 of 16 from three-point, and only 6 of 19 for 2 points. So they're 11 of 35 from the field. So just a really tough shooting night for both teams. Perryville able to scrap through and get the victory there at the end.
We expected a close game, but it wasn't the kind of game that we thought we might see. But What?
We're going to kick it out to a break. We'll be back right after this on the Arkansas Sports Network as we get ready for Dover and Atkins girls basketball.